Smith with a kick.
This is a long buster of a game, isn't it?
It's a terrific game, isn't it? Oh, well, that looked a little untidy, but I think he did pick it up cleanly, but he's going back. He's being carried back to whence he came. And with the help of his mates, he just about keeps in the field of play.
This is brilliant stuff from both sides. Not perfect. Mistakes are plenty, but you have to applaud the commitment.
Well, I think Adrian Lamb last week said about finals footy in the match against Leeds. We're watching finals footy here in this match against Wigan.
The ball is pinging around.
New pushing. Well, that 10,000 plus gate, there'll be plenty of them back for more, I'm sure. They've got 8 home games in their last 11 matches of Leigh. There's a good offload to Itabaki and O'Brien. O'Neill keeping it alive, Trout, and out it comes to Brand, and Brand's got Hanley for company, but Marshall's there, but he pops it away to Hanley, who finds a gap on the inside, and the pass to Ipape is sensational. What a try that was! The place has gone bananas! That was incredible!
Well, you won't see a better try than that in the Betfred Super League. Players flooding forward. Ultimately, it's the number 9, Edwin Ipape, who dabs the ball down for the home team. Put the bravery and courage deep in their own half to throw this ball around. Offloads, smart passes, risky passes, offloads. It's Keenan Brand who drops the hammer, looks into the space, finds a bit more space, an offload, and Amila Hanley with the telling pass. This is ad hoc expression at its best. It's that pass there. As soon as he takes the tackle, Keenan Brand finding the centre, Amila Hanley, and the hooker. Look at that celebration, great stuff.
Well, it's an emotional cry and an emotional response, and Leigh find themselves in the lead for the very first time. Wigan's will to win that has been tested so often of late is being expected, tested to the extreme here now. O'Brien right in front of the sticks. There's nothing for certain on a night like this, but that is very close to that category as over it goes. 12.28. Who wins this one with 11.5 minutes to go?
Well, Leigh at times have been dire with the skills, but there are 8 passes in this try. 8 passes on the money, under pressure, conditions less than perfect, a greasy ball, but it's the number 9, the fans' favourite, who slides in under the H's in front of all those adoring fans.
The Battle of the Borough is a marvel to watch. Wigan need a response, but Leigh at the moment are in their pomp.
Well, Leigh are without doubt in the driving seat and on the front foot, but tell you what, Dave, you wouldn't put money on the winner of this one yet, would you?
Absolutely not. Ipape goes out from dummy half again and has made about 5 metres extra. Listen to the noise. Here's New. Oh, up he goes again, Tessie New. Bullying and bulldozing. Back for O'Brien. Sticking it high. Testing into the set. Pings around off bodies. Oh, and Charlie has put it down, has he? Is this try 250? Is this a potential match winner?
A live course try.
He thinks it might be.
Confirm the ball doesn't go
Celebrations
forward.
reinforced.
Yeah.
And then
But
into the
there's
ground
one
in
pair
by
of
Josh
eyes that
Chandler,
need to look
please.
carefully at
Wide
this.
decision is a try.
And they belong to Chris Kendall.
From a kick, onside, offside.
Okay, we have a live call of try. We go back and check the kick. Okay, players are onside. Let's run it through to this point. If we can get in a tighter version, please, to see who touches the ball. We might have to go back to the wide after. Everyone's competing. It's a fair challenge. Okay, who does that come off? Have we got anything else on that, please? Who does this come off? Okay, there's no knock-on by Leigh. It's a knock-on by Wigan initially. It's then off. If we go to camera 5, please. Just confirm on this angle. Okay, does Trout touch the ball in the air, and is it a knock-on if he does? Oh, just run that back, please. Is that touched by Trout? Just need to work out, does Trout touch this ball in the air? He certainly gets very close. Okay, no, it's missed on that angle, so we can run through to the next element now. It's not touched by Trout. Okay, what happens now? It comes off Hughes' head. So it's a knock-on by Wigan initially. It then hits Hughes' head. I need to check Charnley to see if Charnley is onside or offside from this, please. Have we got a wide version, please, so I can see where Charnley comes from? Okay, he's touched. Run it through from here, please. Okay, it's touched by Holton's head. I can't see on that angle where Charnley is. Have we got anything else? Okay, if we pause it on when it hits Holton's head, pause it there. Have we got any other angle on that, please? Okay, just run it through on this, please. Just go back, please. I'm just looking at Charnley's feet. Okay, I can't see his feet on that angle. Can we? Let's have a look at camera 5. Okay, as you can see, Charnley's feet, he's got green boots. He's in front at the point of where it's touched by Holton. He's still in front. He's still in front. Where does the ball go there? Okay, pause it. Okay, it hits Holton's head. Charnley is in front of where it's touched. He's still in front. And he then touches the ball. Just go back to camera 5, please. Okay, yeah, go from here, please. Okay, so we've got a knock-on by Wigan originally. It hits Holton's head, and Charnley picks the ball up in an offside position. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
Wow. Huge moment. Everybody waits. Everybody waits. Where's it going? I think we know. Oh,
my word.
the groans. The look of bewilderment. The career milestone that is not to be. And a match that remains in the balance.
Well, Chris Kendall gave a very clear description of his thoughts on it. It's a desperate shame, isn't it?
Oh, my word.
That 250 will have to wait for another night. It's coming, isn't it?
Well, it was a knock-on from Wigan originally, as we heard. So I think it's going to be head and feet to Leigh at the scrum. But as we heard from the video referee, Charnley's feet ahead of Frankie Holton when he gets the header in. We thought it was going to be another headed assist, just like Ryan Hall earlier this year.
We said this game was going to be about inches, didn't
But
we?
it's still in Leigh's grasp, or their fingertips. O'Brien just touching it back. Well, they've got a full set again here. 10 minutes to go. Nobody is averting their eyes from this one at the moment, unless you're of a nervous disposition. And you can't bear to look. Ipape. Liu to Lam. Holton dodging, but arms grasping out and getting a hold. Ipape's got moments here to sum up his next move, and Trout is going to drive it. But there are plenty of big fellas there to make sure he doesn't get what he wants. Ipape, the ball's been lost, and it's run free on the intercept. Oh,
that's a massive play from Wigan on goal line defence. Jay Field ends up with the ball. Edwin Ipape somehow, well, he just snatches it out of his hands, doesn't he?
where is this game going from here?
Absolutely no idea.
Well, Wigan have form in the last 10 minutes, winning matches in recent weeks from uncomfortable positions, but scoring 18 tries in that time period this season, more than any other club. This is Ellis. Barryman. Little leap over the top by Miski. Searching back for the middle of the field. Wigan, remember, need a score. Warrington looking as though they are going to be eventually comfortable winners in that other match, but it's far from comfortable in this one. That's a decent carry from Wardle. Wigan's turn to attempt to strike, but they're on the last. Barryman swinging it wide. Kick and a chase. Hodgson up there and finds a gap and sprints past another and sprints beyond Smith and he's still going. What a clearing run that is.
What a kick return.
And Charlie will carry it on.
Over the halfway thanks to the effort of Bailey Hodgson.
Harry Smith is desperately trying to rip that ball free. But Leigh, with 2 plays gone, are already seeking that attacking position.
Wigan needs somebody with a cool head and a clear plan.
Ipape. Back to O'Brien. Hanley. Ipape's up there again. 7 and a bit minutes to go. O'Brien out. Smith goes left. Hodgson, and this is Charlie. He's trying to bump them away. But it's an immovable brick wall that Wigan provide. Lamb goes back the way it came. Charlie with a little chip and a chase. But Wigan have it back. There's a knock on. But Wigan's possession.
He decides to go to that short side, Lachlan Lamb. Everybody on the long side in the Leigh Leopard shirt was pointing. They wanted that ball dribbled on the floor. Probably looking for a bit of repeat possession. But if not, just trying to make Wigan stress a little bit.
And as the season reaches its conclusion, well, we got 10 weeks to go after this, but we're going to get more of these because results really do matter at this stage of the season. Positions change. Everything is up for grabs. Smith to Farrell.
There was a big cry of forward there. It was a line ball at best.
Tyler Dupree carrying it forward with all his might, but again Wigan have hit the last, and they're still about 35 metres out. Farriman puts it up there. Hodgson, who's been impeccable all night so far, retains that record despite the chase and despite the bump of the tackle. Kieran's knocked the ball free twice with his physicality, but not on that occasion.
Bravery, courage and composure at the back, as he's done a couple of times. Catch the ball first, that's his job. And gets a clout for his trouble.
Frankie Holton again, diagonal. Looking for a door that might be ajar, but it slams shut. Ipape picks up, ploughing away through the middle, Opahengari. But it's Leigh now who've hit the last. They've got a big kick to hope for. Lamb, he's beyond the 40. But again, that's not really an issue because the kick is right down the field and Field will catch it and looks to bring it back. The chase is good and Field bounces out of that attempted tackle from Holton.
It bounces away, doesn't it? But it was a kick to 3 players in backfield, both wingers and the full-back back, so no space.
One of the games of the season we're watching here at the moment as Farrell carries again. Brad O'Neill, again the time to look around, pick his options. Miski's the man, but he's running into trouble. Wigan again are going through the tackles, unable at the moment to get inside their opponent's half. Maybe this time Smith puts it back. Here comes Field. There's danger, but O'Brien makes sure it doesn't develop into anything more. Wardle back to Smith. That's a wobbler. That's a wobbler. That's going who knows where. Well, into the hands of Tessie New. And New stretching away from a couple of defenders.
He's been good, hasn't it? Powerful player as he is every week, but turned up in the big moments. Gareth O'Brien putting a good bit of defence in and then kick pressure at the end of it.
And again, just listen to that noise.
Well, the song that we keep hearing is Leopards are massive. And these players have been absolutely massive this evening.
Oh, I know. Well, there's a problem here for Brad O'Neill.
I'm sure there's a bit of blood. There's a bit of red sweat on Brad O'Neill. It's been an exceptional contest, not perfect by any shape or form, but these fans and the players on the field have made this an absolute pleasure this evening. Feel lucky, Dave, when you're at occasions like this. Why we do what we do and why we love this game so much.
Leopard skin everywhere, isn't there? What a decision that was to turn them into the Leigh Leopards. It's very much caught on, hasn't it? This is the importance of Leigh hanging on to win here tonight, because look what they've got coming up. Hawkinson Rovers next, then St Helens, then Warrington, then Leeds, then Hull FC. Some huge challenges, but you take one game at a time, and at the moment this is their game. But he knows Wigan have a punch, Wigan have a recoil. Leigh have got to keep their foot to the pedal, because Wigan will respond given half an opportunity. Ipape puts it up there, Field with a catch, big long pass out, and he had to be closed down, and O'Brien made sure he was.
Well, that's an indication, Dave. Wigan have to force this game now. Wigan, the team, taking risks and putting long, risky passes near their try line.
But Leigh will have watched the video of Huddersfield, the video of Castleford, when Wigan somehow manufactured 2 points out of nothing. Different opposition tonight, you would suggest, but that's what Wigan are capable of. And here they come with Field, and Field dummying Marshall, and Hanley gets across there. What a tackle that was from Omaila Hanley. Wow! And then a hand in out of the ruck.
And Liam Marshall at marker knocks that ball out of the hand of Leigh. But this big crowd really appreciate the commitment and effort put in by the home side. That's the knock-on. This is the tackle. Umaila Hanley not just makes the tackle, but keeps the momentum and flings Jayfield over the sideline. Brilliant work. So much to admire about the defensive effort of everybody in a Leigh shirt tonight.
We're creeping into last gasp territory. Wigan will get the ball back, all things being equal, unless Leigh can score again. Or unless they can somehow force a repeat set at the end of this.
Oh, the cruel, this Leigh crowd now singing "We Can See You" sneaking out to the Wigan fans to our left, who sense what's coming on the 80 minutes.
That was Leigh. How do you leave a game like this at this stage of the game? Ipape.
The Wigan walk, I think it's called, Dave.
But there's still a chance. There's still a chance. Leigh, though, are trying to put that to bed here. Lamb still going, dragged down by Faramond. This will be the last play with 30 seconds to go. The kick to that in-goal area, the chase is on. And, well, oh, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. O'Brien has won it. All kinds of craziness going on in that in-goal area. But keeping the coolest of heads was Gareth O'Brien, I think, who got a hand on the ball. Or was it Owen Trout? Well, the referee's put the square in the air.
Okay,
Try on the field, he thinks.
No tackle. If we go back to the original... Oh, sorry. Okay, we have no tackle. If we go back to the original kick, play it on from this point, please. So Ipape kicks the ball and chases his own kick. If we just run it through on this angle, please. Can we just get a tighter in version? Just ensure that Ipape doesn't touch the ball here. Okay, yeah, run it through here. Okay, that is missed by Ipape. So if we now run it back and go back to the wide version, please, and pause the ball again on the foot. We pause the ball on the foot. Okay, we're going to run it through now. We've got Ellis, Dupree and Farrell offside. Gets into his own in goal. He tries to pick the ball up. Let's run it through. Have we got a tight inversion, please? Make sure that field doesn't... It appeared that he was just trying to pick the ball up rather than intentionally ground it. Have we got a corner view at all, please? All right, okay. Let's go on this angle, please. Okay, yeah, he's trying to pick the ball up. That's not intentionally grounded. If we run it through on this angle, please. And the ball is then grounded by Trout. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
Well, no words needed here. Just have a listen to this. What a night, what a game, and what an ending.
And there couldn't be a more deserving player on the field than Owen Trout, who's worked his blood to water. I'm not 100% certain, but I think he's played 80 minutes in the front row, carting the ball forward, 27 tackles, a number of hit-ups, a number of metres made for his team, but it's that try that will confirm the win for Leigh Leopards. Big, big win.
Well, it's been a night of smoke and fireworks and laser beams and utterly thrilling rugby league. Wigan desperate to find the escape route. But it was Owen Trout who puts that big left hand on the ball, and Leigh win a quite sensational game. They've done a heap of good to their hopes of finishing in the top four, maybe even the top two. Adrian Lamb is full of smiles, as is most of Leigh tonight. They've beaten their local rivals by 18 points to 8.
Dave Barry, thank you very much. Leigh have done the first home and away double over Wigan since their 1983-84 season. They've done it in front of a sellout crowd, and in a game their coach Adrian Lamb described as a must-win if they're to hunt down the second-place Warriors, the reigning champions.